Today's mindset quick tip is all about how to change your emotional state in a matter of minutes instead of waiting days or letting the whole day be a funk. Now, all of us get stuck in some kind of a funk, or something happens that surprises us that either stresses us out or freaks us out or makes our fear rise. And those emotions definitely serve their purpose. There's a point, there's a need for some of those. Sometimes it's okay to be mad or angry or even scared for a minute. But when you're done feeling a particular emotion, many of us haven't necessarily been taught, how do I change it now? Now I'm sick of feeling this way. How do I change it? And that's what we're going to get into today. Now, I want to say I didn't make this up. It is something that I've been using for years and years, but I actually got it from one of Tony Robbins' teachings, where he talks about how to change your emotional state quickly, immediately. As soon as you're ready, change it on a dime. And I've really taken it to heart, and I've used it thousands and thousands of times. And in fact, for a long time, it was a part of my regular commute to and from work. I would actually do this in my vehicle out loud to and from work because it just felt good, and it really primed me every day to be far more resilient to those little nasty surprises that come up in life. I say I used to because if you're watching this in current times, we're in the COVID-19 era, and there is no commute to and from work for me. Right now, I'm in my office. This is where I work, right? And my commute consists of about 12 steps away from my bedroom. So now I actually will drive to, say, a grocery store, or I'll do it out loud while I'm outside or whatever. So what is it? Let's jump right in. This it is actually powerful on purpose questions, and it's that simple. So one question, for example, that you can ask yourself to change your state or your perspective about a particular thing is to just ask yourself, what's great about blank? So for example, if actually this just happened to me a couple of years ago. I was getting ready to drive onto the freeway, and I have two vehicles. I have a Toyota 4Runner. It's great. It's new. Everything works. And then I have a beater truck, and it's great. It doesn't always work, but it's really useful when I need a beater truck, right? I happened to be in the beater truck that day, and I was getting onto the on-ramp of a freeway that's really busy. It's a 4-lane, 5-lane freeway. And in going onto there, all of a sudden, I had an obvious flat tire, but it wasn't just the thump, the thump, the thump, the thump. It was like I don't know what, like I was getting attacked by wild gorillas with machine guns. I don't know. I don't know what it was. So I pull over to the side of the road, and I have this huge steel rod that's been jammed through my tire. And I picked it up on the road and just didn't see it. It was in a pothole that I also hit. So went right through the whole tire. And so not only did my tire go immediately flat, but it was smacking around in the well and all of that. So I pull over, and my initial reaction is, I can't believe this is happening to me, or whatever, our normal reactions might be, or, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to buy a new tire. And honestly, I was already having a great day, and I didn't want it spoiled by something as silly as a flat tire. And so just instinctively, I went right to, what's great about this? What is great about this? By the way, this will fry your brain at first, because it's like, what's great about a steel rod through your tire? Nothing. But then asking a follow-up question of, what could be great about this if I really thought about it? And your brain and my brain, they're like these supercomputers that will always find an answer. It will search all of its database, and it will come up with an answer for your question. So we ask great questions like, what's great about this? Or what could be great about this if I really thought about it? And you know what I came up with? You know what? This is kind of miraculous. I've been driving for 2 miles on a road that would have been ridiculously inconvenient to pull over on. And I was only, a quarter mile, less than that, a tenth of a mile away from being on a super busy freeway. I just caught this in an on-ramp, and it has this huge space where I was able to pull over, way over, to where I was completely safe. It was the easiest place I possibly could have broken down in order to change a tire and not be worrying about dying. And it was interesting how quickly I went to that. I was like, wow, that is amazing. That's really great. And then I realized what else is great about this? Well, at the time, I had friends within calling distance that actually could go to my house and pick up my jack that probably should have been in my truck and bring it to me. And so I had all of the tools, the equipment, the know-how, and I was in a very cool, safe place in order to change a tire. Just going through the motions and asking the questions, I was in a completely better state where I was like, can you believe how lucky I am that this happened right here? That's amazing. And no problem. It's also great. I remember also thinking, you know what also is great? I'm so in between appointments right now that I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere, and I wasn't in a hurry to get home. So gosh, it couldn't have happened at a better time in a better place. And I have all the right equipment and the knowledge in order to do it. So what's great about this? And it just changes your state. Now, I used to do it, like I said, on the commutes to and from work. And I would ask questions over and over again. What's great about my life? You know what? What's really great about my life right now? What's great about today? And just answer the questions. And I really like doing this out loud. And that's why in my vehicle while I'm commuting works, because I don't really care what other people are thinking. They can assume that I'm on the phone or that I'm singing a song or whatever, but I can talk out loud without worrying that other people see me walking around talking to myself as a crazy person. So who cares? And I really feel the effect. I'm engaging my thoughts, but also my physiology through my voice and through my breath, right? And so asking myself, what's great about my life? What else? What else is great about my life? What's really great about this year? What's great about this month? What's great about whatever? Just that one question alone starts really putting your perspective, your spotlight on all of the things that are really great. What's really right about your life? What's really great about your life? We spend so much of our time in reaction, looking at all the things that aren't right. What's not perfect yet, right? Gosh, why does my life suck? Remember, your brain is a supercomputer. So if you ask, why does my life suck? Your brain is going to switch into the mode of calculating, and then it's going to jump into all the answers. You know why? You know why you suck? Why your life sucks? It's because you're not very smart. It's because you're not very good at this thing, because you moved to this thing, you've got it all, and it just will go off on you, and you're in a downward spiral. It's not a very productive question. So be really mindful of the questions you ask, such that you actually ask on purpose questions, like what's great about. I also like asking another question of, what am I excited about? What am I most excited about in my life? Or what's most exciting? Or what do I have to look forward to this week? What am I most looking forward to this month? What am I most looking forward to right now? What am I most excited about? And then the third question that I ask on a regular basis, and by the way, already after 2, you're going to be feeling great. By the third one, you're going to be feeling on cloud 9 if you're really, really letting yourself do this. And that is, you know what? What am I most grateful for right now? What am I most grateful for in my relationship? Or let's say that you just had a spiritual debate with your significant other and you're left kind of brooding in some way. Well, when you're done brooding, when you're done being mad or hurt or upset or whatever, take a big breath and you can go through the whole cycle. Hey, you know what's great about, what is great about this fight that we just had? What's great about this situation? What's great about this other person? What's great about the fact that I'm feeling this way for a second? And you can go into, you know, what am I most looking forward to with this person? But the third question, really valuable. What am I most grateful for? What am I grateful for about this other person? You know, what am I most grateful for in regards to my relationship with them? You know, and your brain will start calculating answers. You know what? I mean, I'm most grateful for, I remember my previous relationships. This is so much better. I mean, yeah, we're going to fight, we're going to have debates, but I'm really grateful for the fact that we care enough about each other to actually fight about relevant topics. In my old relationship, we fought about things where just shouldn't have even mattered, right? And in this one, we fight because we love each other. We fight because we care. And so I guess I'm grateful for that. As much as I just lost that argument, and as much as I'm not happy about having to admit that to them later, I'm actually really grateful. And I'm grateful to know that they're not going to hold on to this. I'm grateful that we trust each other enough to be honest, fully honest, with full emotion and have that argument all out. And I'm grateful that they're level-headed enough and I'm level-headed enough that we're going to be fine tomorrow or in a couple of hours from now. So you can pull yourself right out of it. So in summary, there are many more questions, but a positive question, a question that gets you to focus on something specific. It's called a presupposition, presupposing that what you're asking is true. So in that same space, I could say, you know, what is it what is it about this particular shirt that makes my eyes so blue? I don't know that it does, but that question just presupposes that it does, right? So if I say, why do you think this shirt makes my eyes look so blue? And you'll typically stop wondering whether or not that's true, and you'll actually start saying, well, it could be because there's blue in it itself, but also it could be because your eyes are blue. Actually, to be honest, it could be because it's blue and your eyes are blue, but also that combined with the blue wall behind you or whatever, your brain stops wondering whether or not it's true, and it will start calculating answers. So real quick, again, it's things like what's great about, and what am I excited about, or what am I looking forward to, and what am I grateful for, or what am I most grateful for when it comes to blank. My challenge to you on this is don't just take this as a nice to know, good to know, and store it in the back of your brain. Find a place, a safe place where you can go do this out loud, even if you're in a great mood right now. Go do the what's great about my life, what's great about this week, what's great about whatever. And what are you excited about? And what are you most grateful for? And spend at least 2 or 3 minutes on each one of those questions out loud and actually answer it. And if you find yourself resisting, where you're like, you know what? Nothing's great about my life. Then ask yourself the question, well, if there was something great about it, what would it be? If there was one thing, what might that look like? Get yourself to answer the question, do it out loud, and pay attention to your mental state and your overall emotional state before you start and after you're through. And I'd love to hear in the comments or direct email from you. I'd love to know what your experience was in doing exactly this exercise. Well, hey, I hope you found that helpful. I hope you do put this into practice and actually see for yourself the power of something so simple and how it can have a massive impact on your overall mindset and emotional well-being. Until next time, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.